So yeah, welcome back guys. Thank you for showing all your love on chapter 1 of E2 story. If you haven't watched it already, here's the link in the description. But before getting into the story, I noticed that majority of you guys haven't subscribed Yorichi Gaming already. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. So the part 2 of E2 story, E2 journey is going to have a lot of fight scenes and a hell lot fight scenes. So let's keep fighting. So the topic for today's video are first Ling's challenge, second Marcus E2 and June's fight, third the attack on port, 4 island full of enemies, 5th Legion capital battle, and 5th Shadow Mind the controller. So let's start with the first one. So if you guys have played Shadow Fight 3, you all know this from the perspective of Proximas. Last video I told you that they decided to go to Ling just to gather more knowledge and information about the Shadow Spear and Shadow Energy. But as soon as they entered the area, they were attacked by some random fighters. Proximus took the initiative and fought with them. E2, having a lot of knowledge about fighting styles, noticed that they were using herald techniques to fight, and their fighting moves were from the heralds. That is when E2 came to know that Ling is not a dynastian old man but a strong herald samurai fighter. Ling then challenged Proximus to have a fight, and only then he will reveal about the Shadow Spear and Shadow Energy. After that, Ling gave them all the information and address of the temple, which is called as the Shadow Temple, and the group went there. Now let's move to the second topic, which is Marcus, E2 and June fight. On the way to the temple, they were attacked by the Shadow Beast. So Proximus stood alone to face him, and he asked E2 to complete a mission for him. But another surprise was waiting for these three guys. Marcus, E2 and June. All three friends had one difference, which is they were all from different factions. And they started fighting each other because legionaries always wanted to destroy the Shadow Energy. And therefore Marcus wanted to destroy the Shadow Spear. Heralds, on the other hand, always wanted to use Shadow Energy to gain more strength and energies, and to get advanced and more technology benefits. And E2, being a herald, wanted to take that spear to the herald's lab. Whereas Dynastians always wanted to preserve Shadow Energy, because they were always been taught that Shadow Energy is dangerous and useful as well. Therefore June wanted to leave the Shadow Spear as it is. They fought each other, but they actually don't wanted to hurt each other. But the presence of Shadow Spear and Shadow Beast make them mad. E2, June and Marcus were not able to think properly because of all these things. And then as soon as Marcus reached the spear, he was stopped by E2. But Marcus attacked him with his giant sword and repeatedly attacked E2. But E2 used his sword against Marcus and broke his metal armor off his shoulders. Marcus then punched him on his face. In the meantime, June was trying to steal the spear but soon engaged into a fight with Marcus. But between their conflict, the spear broke and Shadow Mind came out of the spear. As soon as he came out, he stopped the time for some time. He then possessed E2. When Proximus arrived there, he saw June and Marcus, who were helpless and almost fainted. Proximus tried to talk with E2, but E2 attacked him, and after a long battle, E2 was defeated. Proximus then used his shadow abilities and tamed E2 finally, and he came back to his senses, but E2 was getting a panic attack, and he used to shout a name. Shadow! Yeah, just like that. After getting some information, our team came to know that Shadow was a legendary fighter who defeated all the Shadow Demons, killed Titan and also saved the world. So they decided to find him to cure E2. They thought that Shadow might know the cure to what E2 is facing. On their way, they came to know that Shadow might be on the island of the South Provision of Dynasty. So they reached the seaport. Moving on to the next topic, which is the port attack. But before that, if you want to learn how to master E2 combos, check out this video. So yeah, let's get into the story back. When our heroes reached the seaport, they were attacked again by some group of sea pirates, but they dealt with them easily as they were normal pirates without any energies. Soon they met Captain Fang, and as soon as Fang saw E2 and Marcus, he attacked them, but Proximus defeated him very easily. Then June made him understand that they all are her friends and they won't cause any problem. Captain Fang introduced himself as Navy Captain of Dynasty, so Itu asked him to take them to that island. Captain Fang refused Itu's offer. They came to know that the sea pirates stole Captain Fang's ship and sold them. So Itu, June and Marcus went to another side to see that if they can get another ship, but Proximus asked Fang to take him on that ship of pirates. They were then stopped by the shadow bots and the Master Okada himself. So if you guys don't know, Master Okada is the one who created our hero Fireguard that we see in Shadow Fight 4. And Fireguard is also a shadow bot. Proximus then defeated all of them, but when E2 returned from the other side of the port, Okada recognized him, and then Okada decided to drop them on the island himself. Moving to the next topic, Island of Enemies. So, upon reaching the island, the team was again attacked with some local fighters trying to attack them. Proximus, after defeating them, saw that there was a legionary fighter who was known to Marcus. He attacked them, and as usual, Proximus defeated him easily. And June found a girl named Moira. After talking to her, they came to know that Shadow had left the island to an unknown place. But they were stopped by the island chief and his bodyguards, so there was no escape. The chief used his shadow powers to block their way to return. A gigantic tree root and sprouts were on the way. E2 with his sword tried to cut them, but they seemed to be endless. But E2 with his sharp knowledge and mind made a plan for all three of them. E2, Marcus and June were cutting the trees and also distracting the chief. Meanwhile, Proximus was hiding under the trees, and as he got an opening and attacked and defeated the chief of the island. And this is how they returned to the ship with the girl Moira. As they were about to leave, they were once again attacked by an entity named as Angel. This entity was so strong that it created a storm and attacked the whole ship. Marcus and E2 were trying hard to protect the ship, and June hides with Moira. And again Proximus was left alone to face the entity. There was a long and intense battle between them. The dangerous entity Angel had wings. E2 told Proximus to attack on her wings. So Proximus and he used his all shadow power against her. He defeated her at last, but soon he fainted and fell sick because of overuse of shadow energy and strength. Moira then told that Shadow might be on the Legion capital and they should try to find him there. So they were heading to the Legion capital. Moving on to the next topic, which is the Legion capital battle. When our heroes reached the palace, they were attacked by some legionary soldiers. Proximus was still sick to fight the guard, so E2 and Marcus helped simultaneously. But then E2 realized that there is no point to fight them because they wanted to enter the palace. So they let the guards catch and imprison them. The Queen Iolanda recognized June as a dynasty princess and asked her to come with her with Moira. Queen then took her to the palace, but these three were still in prison. There they saw Shangzu. Proximus was challenged by Shangzu for a fight. E2 wanted to stop them, but Proximus accepted it. After one more battle for Proximus, he won that, and Shangzu and some other prisoners ran away. But these three reached the palace. There they saw June and Moira. As they were going towards Queen Iolanda, E2 noticed some strange herald fighting equipments, and he was shocked to find them in the Legion Palace. When he asked the Queen about this, she acted very suspicious. But when E2 captured another herald fighter, the Queen had nothing to hide. She removed her gown. Everyone was shocked seeing that she was turned into a shadow bot. Soon she attacked them. Again Proximus came in front to fight her. Soon E2 decoded that her powers are situated in those batteries on her back. So Proximus destroyed them and defeated her. Now moving on to the last chapter, which is Shadow Mind, the controller. Shadow Mind was observing everything from E2's eyes, and as it was already night, he came in the dream of Proximus and explained him everything about Shadow Spear and the three arrows. At the end, he got out of E2 himself and possessed Proximus and teleported him 10 years ahead in future. Soon E2 realized what happened to him and felt guilty for his friend. He tried his best but wasn't able to find his friend. At last, Marcus decided to stay in the Legion. June went back to Dynasty with Moira, and E2 also returned. And that's how E2's journey came to an end. But still, he was about to face a lot of tragedies. This video is made on the story of Shadow Fight 3, and some information are also taken from different sources. This is a story video, so to make it interesting, we have added a few imaginary scenarios as well. I hope that you enjoyed this series, and the next series is based on links. So make sure you subscribe to your channel, like the video, and comment down your favorite character that you would love to see a video on.